G'day all, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. Bit of a wet, gloomy start to the day today, but we're going to be switching George over to lime, so that will be first up this morning. But we've got a new addition. We picked up our new trailer yesterday, so we've got a nice new flat top trailer. So that'll do well. Now to get those drop trays for checking our lime spread pattern. Watch out, dogs. So George, what do you reckon your dad's comment in the last video?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really comment on it.
He said that if you were to buy a carton of beer, it'd be your first carton that you bought.
Oh, is that what he said? No words.
You going to cough up a carton?
Well, yeah. I'm working too hard. I need to go into town.
Well, that's good.
At least I wasn't taking a day off when you were away.
Here we go.
I was actually working.
Well, we're moving George. He's just got, well, maybe about 14 tonne that he had left on board, well, left over. So we're just going to double up on a little bit of harder clay soils over on the paddock there. And we'll be on to lime in no time. Really is a gloomy day today. We've had rain, we've had lightning and thunder, and it's predicted for 33 degrees today, so it is a bit odd because there was no rain predicted. But as we're at this block, I can't come past and not see the house because we've got bricks now. The bricks aren't on the walls, but we've got bricks. So more excitement. We just, I think the brickies will be here for the house. I think maybe in the next month or so. It is going to be a bit of a delay with the bricks, but they're here. That's positive. We're doing the diff oil on Louis that we haven't done in quite a while. It's locked. I've left Dad to continue on with the diffs on Louis. George has finished up with the gypsum now and he's nearly at the lime, so we'll go and get him calibrated and then we'll just check to see that the lime is spreading to the correct width, which it should be, and get him on his way. One issue we have with lime is because it is essentially a dust, it's so light, is it has spread itself with the wind. It's gone over the road and it's in the spoon drain on the other side, and our nice neat piles not very neat anymore, so we should have got onto it straight away, but we didn't. We're still spreading gypsum, so we're here now and we'll get into it. So what we've got to do, because we're switching from gypsum to lime, is clean everything off. And the reason being is the computer is currently saying there's 450 kilos in there, and it's not just because George is standing in there.
You realise I'm so much more light.
Yeah, I know, you're about half my weight. But we've got to clean it all off and recalibrate the scales. So that's what we're going to do. got all the old gypsum down. George is just starting it up and just emptying everything out of there, and then I'll be able to recal that screen to say that it's at 0 for the spreader, and then we can get into throwing some lime in. After that, we've still got 385 kilos, it says in there, so I just got to recal the screen so it says that there's 0, and then we'll be right to go. Okay, saying 0. Hope I didn't screw anything up in there, and we should be right. Well, I did something wrong. The screen wasn't weighing anything, so at the moment all I'm doing is just emptying the that little bit that George put into the spreader, just emptying that out, and then I'll just recalibrate it again and do it correctly this time. Easy fix. What I'd done was, when I did my calibration factor, I had this at 0, and obviously when that's at 0, it doesn't know what the actual machine weighs. So lucky I had that recorded down, so I just put in our weight. So that whole unit back there weighs 3,230 kilos, and now we have got a working scale. So it's saying 4 kilos at the moment. And that's working, so I'm glad that wasn't a hard fix. It was a nice easy fix. He's definitely learned not to tip it now, which is a good thing, but you know, it would look nice on camera. Because we're switching on the line, we obviously need to recalibrate it. Once George finishes tipping that, I'll get our bucket off. Oh. And then we just too much.
Need a man's touch.
Oh, the kid's touch. Oh, we'll call it there. Oh! So there we go. 1.33. The lime is a lot dustier than what gypsum is, so we'll see how we fared with our trays. Middle one's looking like it's lacking a bit, and those ones look alright, so I guess we'll just see what it looks like. Well, that wasn't an ideal result. As you can see, we're spreading a lot more to the left than what we are in the middle. If we can get the middle just a little bit higher, then I'd be happy with that. We're getting even spread, but yeah, so we're just going to slow the spinners down and just see what that does. So that was better. You can see we've got a more even spread now, and it Now obviously that one on the right hand side, that's an anomaly. So that's the way the wind's blowing when you're looking at the spreader going right to left. See if I can get that. So I'm not too upset about that. The wind is blowing that way, so you know, you even that up over with the wind, it should be okay. I will flick a text to Jono just to see what he reckons, if there is a way to maybe boost that middle up a little bit. We're not getting the spread quite to the centre like I'd like. But yeah, for now, George will just get rolling and I'll change some settings if we need to a bit later on. Back from lunch. Before lunch we had the salesman here, so it's official. Sign the line on the deal for the new tractor. So stay tuned to see what tractor we've gone for. So yeah, we've Dad finished off the diffle on the front and the back one is empty. Just got to fill that up now. And I'm going to go back out and just put those trays on the ground again with George. Just as you can probably tell, it's a lot sunnier and warmer now, so that lime is going to be a lot lighter. So I'm just going to go out and check to see that our pattern is still going where I'd like it to go. Henry's busy finishing the road off. He's finished it. He's just doing a final grade along the whole length of the road. So yeah, later on this afternoon we'll go for a drive along that and see how it goes. So we've got a bit in that one and that one. We're definitely going to have to do something because that middle is still not good. That one's good and that one's alright. Yeah, we're going to need to change the setting. That is definitely not ideal. Definitely got to get more to the centre there. So I'll make a phone call to see what we do, I reckon. From the cab. From the cab, can you see if it's hitting that or not?
No.
It isn't at all?
No.
Right. So he said that to drop this down, to lift this up because we want to get it further out. It's further out it hits, so that's not at all
Like,
touching, because it doesn't look like it.
Even with gypsum, it was like, you know, it's forward here.
Okay.
Unless
So,
you speed that up.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll do that, we'll speed the belts up.
Yep.
And see if we can get it to drop out here. We'll see if that changes it at all. So just driving alongside and having a look at that belt. To get it to the center, we need to get it out more. And we just left the hydraulics as they were because I wanted to have a look. And it does look, it is dropping too early. We need to get it out. So we're going to speed our belts up and we'll see if that makes a difference. We've bumped the oil flow up. Doesn't look to have made much of a visual difference. I'm just getting ahead of George now. Going to drop these trays down and we'll see if it has. If it has, that'd be brilliant. But if not, I'll make another phone call and we'll see how we get on. Whilst I or George couldn't see the physical difference on the spinners, it did make one hell of a difference. We've got a even spread pattern. It's a bit higher on this side, but that's the side that the wind's blowing to. So yeah, happy that that's what's fixed it, and we'll keep on continuing to spread our line. Well, I promised you guys that I'd get up my soil sample results. So I'm on my iPad at the moment with the screen recording. So if it's a bit dodgy, bear with me. I'll try and do my best. So I'm just going to pull up the samples from this year. They're popping up now. Okay, so George is currently in this paddock here, which is Mum's front. And the colours sort of tell you what you need to know. You got your oranges, which is low, blues are obviously high, and greens are where you want to be. So we're going to do 300 hectares working from the eastern side, and if I just click on one of these points, it's going to bring up our pH levels. So you can see back when I did it in 2005 it was 5.7, and in 2003 our 0 to 10 centimeters is 5.3 on the pH, and our 10 to 20 is good, that's 6.3. So what we wanted to do is we're just putting the ton a hectare on just to bring this up. We want to be around that 5.5, get that up there. We don't want to go below 5. If we go below 5 it takes a lot of lime to get back, so that's quite good. If I click on another one of these points, you can see we are increasing our pH. So back in 2016 that was horrible, that was down at 4.5, and in 2023 we're at 5.2 in our 0 to 10, and then in our 10 to 20 we're at 6.6, so that's perfect. So we're just going to bring this 10 to 20 up, 0 to 10, sorry, we're going to bring that up. So the only reason we're going to do half the paddock, so if we click on this blue one over here, that was at 8, which is extremely high for us, and it's currently at 7, so we do not need to bring that one up at all. The next paddock that George is going to spread is going to be over here in Rushine. You can see it's quite a sandy paddock. So out the back in this point here, they were in 2018 really good. They were up at, you know, the mid 6s, low 6s, and now it's down at 5.3. So we're going to be increasing our rate out there. We're going to go 1.5 ton because it's quite a sandy paddock, so we've got to try and bring that up. This one here you can see is down at 4.9. So yeah, we don't want that, we want to bring that up, so we're gonna increase that. And in the main part of the paddock we're just going to go a ton to the hectare, and that one's our 0 to 10 is 4.7. So again, that's pretty not good. We don't want that. So yeah, this paddock, now I'm looking at it again, we could probably go a bit higher with our liming, but we're doing what we're doing now, so we'll just stick with it. We'll soil sample it again in a couple of years time and just check to see that the soil is improving, and if not we will go harder with the liming. So you can see that one's 5.2, but the subsoil is good, that's 6.6. So there you go guys, this is why we're liming. We want to bring our pH back up. We don't want to let it go too low, otherwise our soil gets unhealthy and doesn't want to grow crops, and we don't want that at all. Henry's finished the road, so we'll jump in the ute and go for a drive and see how the road looks. So we're on the new road, and this is Henry's spot, so it's a bit rough. No, it's come up bloody good. So next week we're going to pick up a roller and a farmer's roller and actually roll the road and put some compaction onto it, and it'll be much better. And you can see Henry had a few rocks to deal with, but all in all it's come up alright. I'll pay for a couple of images. Yeah.